Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the UCF Knights, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Cincinnati Bearcats. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So Cincinnati's offense drives out there to open this game. I love being in Miami for the Orange Bowl. So much history and tradition. So many championships have been won in this game. But, Kirk, they've been playing this since 1935. Can you tell me who won that first Orange Bowl?
You know what's funny is I actually asked the Sunshine Scooter, who's from Miami, just in case you might ask me that question, so I have an answer. Miami played the Bison of Bucknell, and Bucknell upset them. Talk about a team coming out of left field and pulling off an upset even back then. But who would have guessed how much this game in the college football world would change since then?
Looking to throw it on first down. The freshman's able to get home with a sack.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He finds his man. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. The Bearcats will have to kick it away. He's on looking for a solid punt here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So UCF's offense out there for their first possession. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
They've got him down out near the 40.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And he drops back in the gun. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough.
Pass caught. Can he get in? Bring him down short of the goal line, but it's first and goal from the 2. So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's first and goal. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. And he scores. Touchdown, UCF. And now they'll set up for the point after. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And here comes the Cincinnati offense back out on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now? Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. And the Bearcats come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play.
It's a deep throw down the right sideline. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Can he take it all the way? He's at the 50. And he steps out of bounds after a great return. What a hit. Sets up the offense in great position. First down play call. Howard. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Fires it to the wideout. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. A handoff from the shotgun. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
On the run, he'll let it go. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it. So now it's third and short from the 23. Potential four-down territory. Let's see what the third down call is. Pressure is coming. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
But it's incomplete. A fourth down stop. Turnover on downs.
Oh, my gosh. A drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle. Looking to pass here on second down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks. You set it down to the offense. First and 10.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for first down.
Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Looks like the Bearcats will line up on first and 10. Makes a quick catch. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. The Bearcats will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And he's going to float this one to the right side. And that one's picked off. What a play. Going the other way, can they stop him? Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for the...
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown. Nice. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Cincinnati offense retakes the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. The pass is incomplete, but a flag is down on the field. Let's see what this is all about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And that one falls incomplete. That'll do it for quarter number one. And it's UCF in the lead. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Send the back in motion. Second down, we're going to throw it. Grab behind the line. It's Schultz. And he's brought down, but they went backwards at the completion. Good work by the defense. The offense now facing a third and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Back to throw again. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Boy, he comes up just short of his first down, but a nice job of picking up some yards on third and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't quite enough to pick up the first down, but he gives them a chance.
You can see he's a dangerous return man. They finally grab him, but he sets the offense up in pretty good field position. And now the first play of this drive is set up at the 37. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Big gain across midfield. Tackle finally made at the 32. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. That gain makes it 2nd and medium. And now the handoff. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Moves left out of the pocket. Grab near the sticks. It's Adams. Touchdown, UCF. Still no answer for this offense. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Well, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies, provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. Here comes the Bearcats offense back out onto the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. And it'll be smarter right at the line for no gain. The Bearcats will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. They'll try to run for the first down. And the Bearcats are moving quickly down the field.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this third and short. See what you can do from here.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. If I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Now the offense faces third and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's going to pull it down and run. The defense will wrap him up, but he's able to scramble for a first down and keep the drive going. Looks like the Bearcats come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Now the offense facing a third and long from their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. Bearcats bring their punt team onto the field. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. Offense protecting the lead here, but they've been playing so well. Let's see if they go for more before halftime. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. On the move, looking deep. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there. So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Took contact on the throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Hold it.
So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. Important second down play coming up. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Crossing the 40. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. It's a highlight reel diving catch there. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch, does get the foot down.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
They'll try the option play here. They'll toss it to the back. Just gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the first half. The Bearcats will kick this deep to begin the second half.
UCF 21, Cincinnati 0.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Quick throw over the middle. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment. But here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Knights are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw yet again. Defense is coming after him. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. So after the incompletion, it's second down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline. The Knights are in the red zone. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Looking to set up a screen pass here. He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, Knights. And the beatdown continues. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine. Playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And here comes the Cincinnati offense back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Here comes a handoff. The defense all over him. They stop him right at the line. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
It's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
And he's got it. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. He's going to move the sticks more than enough for a first down. And the Bearcats begin a new series here, 1st and 10. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide. It can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. 1st down and 10. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Jackson. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll run it here. The running back has the ball. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. So the offense faces 3rd and short from the plus 26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, the pass is picked off. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
It's a short completion of the tight end. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Oh, that was close. Got just enough for the first down against that man-to-man coverage. Good awareness by the receiver to get past the sticks and move the chains.
They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the plus 40. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. They'll give it to the back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, it's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Knights looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass falls incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit, they were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, this is so deflating for this defense on 3rd and short. Good coverage downfield. They take away all the short routes, but the one guy that they don't account for is the quarterback and his legs. Picks up the first down by being athletic there and great awareness.
Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. It's UCF in the lead. In these playoff games, we certainly hope for a much more competitive battle. The shot at the national championship on the line. It has not been the case here so far. So 1 quarter away from wrapping up an impressive CFP victory. Let's get back to the final period. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, UCF. And the route is on.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
Went after, up and good.
Cincinnati, 0.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Cincinnati offense retakes the field now. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Pass rush closing in. Down he goes. A sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Quick throw, testing the middle. The tight end makes the catch downfield. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory, tackled at the 45. Looks like the Bearcats have 1st and 10 here. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
The pocket breaking down. Receiver makes the grab. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some pop.
And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Man, how about the job by this defense? I mean, we really expected this offense to be able to come into this game, put up big yards and a lot of points, and here we are in the 4th quarter. Collectively, they don't even have 200 yards total offense, and they just seem to be out of sync. Give all the credit to the defensive coordinator and those defensive players and the way they're putting this pressure on this quarterback and this offense.
Running out of time in the pocket.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. I felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
He stopped, but he gets a first down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, and no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back. Cannot escape, and down he goes.
Oh, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
They've got him, but not before making first down yards. They move the ball to the 41. A new set of downs after that completion. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Running back has it on a screen now. He's found some room at the 45. They make the stop, but not before he gains the first down. The screenplay works.
Man, I don't think the defense had any clue that the screen was being called. They're getting upfield, getting pressure on the quarterback, and that ball gets dumped. There's no one left to be able to slow him down from getting a big gain.
And he dumps it off to the tight end. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Offense looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Chris, that ball's tipped up into the air, and it's anybody's football. The defense, first of all, does a great job of anticipating a throw down in the red zone, and they're in great position to knock that ball up. But it was exciting to see, would anybody come up with it once it was in the air?
And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Touchdown, nice. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great